In this video, join me on a journey where I ramble about the things I've still got left to paint. Hi guys, Mike back again with a kind of channel update, hobby update, where I am with what I'm painting and doing at the moment with my kind of general hobby life. This box answers a couple of questions that that some people had. Some people had noticed that I'd said that I'd nearly painted all of my my Death Guard, my 30k Death Guard, apart from two models, that being Mortarion 30k version and a Demon Prince of Nurgle. And so this is where I keep all of my projects. I've had a massive kind of effort, I suppose, of trying to get everything done. Selling things that I don't want, don't need, things that I kind of bought in a knee-jerk reaction type shiny syndrome way. And if you look on my channel, there is a video about shiny syndrome. And just trying to really concentrate on the things that I'm actually interested in. I really want to paint, that kind of inspire me to paint, the things I get excited about from a hobby perspective. And yeah, so I've really had a clear out. So this is where I keep it all, and it all fits in this box. So this is my box, not of shame at all. This is just my box of stuff that I have still got to paint. And for me, and historically kind of me, this is not much at all. But I'm going to show you what's in the box. So we'll start off just with a couple of bags, basically. These are my bits bags. Yeah, bits bags we've got first. So in here, I've got a huge toolbox. A huge toolbox full of bits from kind of 40k collections, all split up with heads and torsos and legs and weapons, etc, etc, etc. Then I've got it broken down into kind of Devastators and Terminators and Blood Angel stuff and Death Watch stuff and new Blood Angel stuff, you know, with the re-release and things like that. So that's my toolbox of 40k bits, which I still dip into occasionally. But this is my bits bag for 30k, basically. So I've got pretty much, well, I'll show you. I've got everything kind of split up in own separate bags, so it's easy to find. And I've kept the little front sheets from Forge World, so I know what's in the bags. So we've got Mark III weapons in there, and Mark IV weapons in there. We've got some Death Guard power scythes, and what else is in there? And what else we got in there? Scythes and oh yeah, and the upgrade sprue bits. There's not many of those left though, but they're in there too. Then we've got Space Marine Legion combi weapons, and just some bits I'm collecting for my Raven Guard. So got some 40k lightning claws there, and some beaky helmets. So they were out of my 40k bits box. So whether they're going to work with my 30k Raven Guard, we'll see. But they're there. Got some axes from Shapeway. These are 3D printed. These were really expensive. They were like £6 or something. Yeah, well, they seemed expensive anyway with postage. But they haven't got hands on them, so I'm using them sort of to attach to people's belts and things as a kind of close combat weapon. So got some axes there. Then what else have we got? Then we've got Mark III command set. So I bought this set basically for the banner bearer. This comes in a pack of 2 models. You get one of the guys drawing his sword, and you get the other guy who's the banner bearer. And I wanted the banner bearer for my Herald Centurion. So this is kind of extra, which I will paint up as some sort of Praetor or a Centurion at some point, probably. But anyway, so that's him, sort of just separated out. Then I've got a bag of bits. What are these? These are Chaos Terminators. These are the bits. If you go back and search my videos for a video called £94.40, these are the bits left over. So I bought 2 boxes of Chaos Terminators and some Nurgle Terminator upgrade sprues to make a squad of 7 Nurgle Terminators, basically. So these are all the bits left over, and again, I can use these in the future to make another Praetor or whatever it might be. These are recast. These are bits left over from Death Shroud. So got those separated out. And what else? Oh, I bought some scythes from a bits site that I thought I might use for something, but they're not really working for me, so they're just there. But you never know, I might use them one day. Just because Death Guards are all about the scythes. And then we've got, again, more recast stuff here. This is Grave Warden recast. And what's that? That's all Cataphracti Terminator bits. And again, I think there's enough for 3 in there. 3 or 4. 3. No, 3. There'll be 3 in that. Yeah, 3. Enough for 3, I think. So I can, again, use it for Centurions or Praetors or whatever it might be in the future. So that's the first bits bag. So I just keep them all in a big bag, keep it all together. That's kind of all 30k centric stuff. Then this is my other bits bag. So in this bag, I've basically got all my Forge World bits. These are pretty much, because I was making squads of 7 for my Death Guard, and you buy things in 5s or 10s. These are all the bits left over. These are the 3s. So I've got 3 lots of autocannons and 3 lots of rotor cannons and 3 lots of whatever else is left. So, you know, they're the 3 bits. So again, might be useful, but again, that's all Forge World in there. Forge World leftover bits. And then this, the last of the bits bag. I mean, there's a few Forge Worldy bits in there, but basically that is the leftover bits from 2 Burning of Prospero box sets and 2 Betrayal at Calth box sets. So I've used all of the bits apart from these bits here. So again, it's a good source of 30k goodness there. So that's my other bits bag. So that before we even get to all that stuff there, that's just stuff on the side. That stuff will supplement other things in the future potentially. So that's just bits. So let's move on to things I'm actually going to paint. Right. So this is the Demon Prince of Nurgle. And in case you are wondering what the Demon Prince of Nurgle is, it is, I'll show you the instructions you get. I just really like this model, and again, those of you that follow my channel will know when I say that I sort of envisage this as kind of an evolution of Ignatius Grolgor potentially. You know, that I've modelled him as a Terminator at the moment, and I'm sort of thinking, you know, when he sort of finally pledges himself fully to chaos, he might turn into something like that maybe. But I just really like the model. I just think it's really sweet. So it's made of a fine cast stuff, or a fine cast type resin. Comes in a little tray. It's direct only from Games Workshop, so you can't buy it in the shops. You've got to order it online or go there. So anyway, so it comes in one of the white boxes. So Demon Prince of Nurgle. And as far as that goes, once Mortarian's done, I've got this one to do, and that's Death Guard completely done. Apart from, like I say, the odd, you know, Centurion or Praetor or special character that I might create. And then all that's left in this box now is pretty much Raven Guard stuff. So what have we got for Raven Guard? So first up, we're going to do a 15-man squad, 15-man assault squad. So again, I picked up, excuse me, picked up the special deal where if you buy 4 packs of Assault Marines, you get the Mark IV weapons for free. So these are the 3 of them at least anyway, that I've just taken out of the box. They're the first 3 that are going to get done to make a squad of 15. And I sometimes sit there in the evening and put legs on bases. So I build up a base with cork and gravel and sand, and then glue legs to it and seal it all with PVA. And then they are good to go. Because that takes quite a long time, actually. That takes me a good evening to put 15 legs on bases, build them up with cork, build them up with kind of ruined bits, and seal them, let them dry overnight, and then I've got 15 legs ready to go. So that's my sort of 15-man assault squad for my Raven Guard. And then we've got the other box of Assault Marines, so I need 2 more of these to make another 15-man squad at some point. Then we've got everyone in my Raven Guard army, everyone, apart from possibly special characters and Korax and Dark Furies potentially, is going to have a beaky helmet. It's the law. That's what's happening. So as when I pop to Warhammer World on the occasions, £12. So we're looking at £1.20 a head. It's yeah, I pick up a pack of heads basically. So I've got plenty of heads to furnish my beakies. The only annoyance is that they come in a pack of 10, but one of the heads is a bear head, and I don't want bear heads. I want beakies. So you only should get 9 heads in a pack. So that's annoying. But I did manage to get 4 heads from my 40k stuff, so I could supplement, you know, the odd squad with a 40k beaky, if you like. So yeah, three lots of heads. So I've got 30 heads at the moment. So 15 of those will go on to my assault marines, and then, you know, I've got obviously heads to spare. But there we go. So that's those. Picked up a drop pod on eBay. So again, got a deal on that. Paid, I can't remember how much I paid, 15 quid or something. So again, it's complete, new on sprue, lovely. And that is going to be part of my Raven Guard army. What I'm going to do is put tactical squads in drop pods, basically. So I'll have a 10-man Mark IV tactical squad in a drop pod, but the Mark IVs will have beakies. I don't know, it's technically Mark VI, but you can't reliably get Mark VI armour. So I've got to use Mark IV. So that's fine with me. It looks sleek enough. So we got the drop pod there. Then I've just got a big bag of bases, all the bases for stuff I'll just keep in here. So that's that. Then we've got Moritat, again from my Raven Guard. He will have a beaky too. So double plasma Moritat. So he's cool. Already got one of those for my Death Guard army, but it's just a lovely model. Then we've got Dark Furies ×2. So these come in squads of 5. Very nice models, actually. Really, really nice. They come with winged jump packs, but really nice posing on the bodies and stuff. So I bought 2 of those. So I'm going to have a 10-man squad of Dark Furies. So that's those. And then the box is getting empty, isn't it? What did I pick up then? Picked up, again on eBay, 2 squads of Tartarus Terminators. Picked these up cheap actually. Got one for £25 and one for £24.95. So I figured that was a pretty good deal. Now that Prospero and Kauth are no longer available, the price of buying these individual squads where you could get them, you know, relatively, you know, good value, you know, when you could buy the whole box set and part off what you didn't want and keep what you did, you've now got to buy these separately, and you've got to buy them direct. They're direct only from Games Workshop now, so your local hobby store will not have them once they've sold out of what they already had. So I thought eBay is the way to go, and I'll get them while they're there. So spent 50 quid on on 2 lots of Tartarus Terminators rather than 70 quid retail or 63 quid in my local friendly with 10% off. So, you know, so that's a saving. What I'm planning on doing, and you'll laugh at me, but I'm going to put 10 Tartarus in a Storm Eagle, and this is for my Raven Guard. So I think that's just going to look sweet. So yeah, anyway, so that's the plan for those. And that's the Raven Guard. That's it. Raven Guard are done. What's left in the box? These are the remnants of my Death Watch. So I have got, this is from Overkill, the Death Watch Overkill box set. I've painted, how many have I painted? 4 of the characters from here. I understand that in 40k the characters are carrying weapons that aren't conducive to Codex, but the models are still cool. And as I'll be painting up Raven Guard, i.e. black armour, I'm going to continue to paint these. I mean, it's 11 models in total. So I'm going to paint them all up and just have them in the cabinet as display pieces because they're just really nice. So I will paint those. I've done 4 at the moment, so they're sort of pending. And then I've got the Watchmaster, which is Deathwatch character, still new on sprue, bought many months ago, maybe even years. So again, we'll paint that at some point, just because I've got it. That goes over there. Then we've got a load of the Deathwatch sprues, you know, the individual ones you get, you know, with the shoulder pads and stuff. So I've got a few of those, just sort of for bits and whatever. And then lastly for Deathwatch, I got a front plate for a Rhino Razorback. And the plan was to have 4 Rhino Razorbacks, and then sort of 4 kill teams that would go in them. But yeah, kind of stopped doing the Deathwatch. But I probably will pick up another Rhino Razorback, or another Razorback basically, to put this front plate on at some point too. And then this is the last of it. This is the what is it called? Sector Imperialis objective sprues. So there was a load of objective markers basically on 2 sprues, and I've been painting those up as I've been going along. So there's a couple, yeah, there's 2 on here left, and this kind of clear screen with a gene stealer behind it. So again, I've been painting those as I go just to get them done. So just to give you a look at what we're going to look at, yeah, I'll just take you over to the Deathwatch bit. So, I mean, this is my old sort of Deathwatch army. Can't see the glare. So this is the Deathwatch army for back in 7th. And, you know, painting them up, you know, enjoy them, paint them, you know, keep them. And then I've got my 4 Rhino Razorbacks there. And there we go, is the 4 guys from Overkill and Garrow. So I've got, you know, Land Raider and 3 Razorbacks. So I would like to get another Razorback just to finish them off, really. So that's those. And then over here, in the Death Guard cabinet. So again, I'm going to do a showcase on these because this is pretty much, well, yeah, effectively done for now. So that's all my squads. Then we've got Terminators and Callous Typhon in that one. Then we've got some weapons, a couple of Leviathans, a couple of Contemptors, sort of HQ choices. And there's the Sector Imperialis objective things that I've been painting up, just sort of on the side. And then we go down to tanks, and you know, there we go. And that's my I've got some Lingering Death markers, 3-inch blast markers, effectively. So that's that. And then this is the Raven Guard cabinet, or will be, and just the Xiphon in there at the moment because I've not painted anything else. So that's that. So we'll go back to the table. So that's the box of stuff. Yeah, well, I'll put it all away in a sec. So then, still got Adeptus Titanicus, still in shrink, unopened. I will open it. I'm just not ready yet. But I did pick up a Reaver, because it's just, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you pick up a Reaver Titan in miniature? And again, because I've got Perdatrix down there, you know, just getting another little mini Titan. I did open this. I bought this when I was away with work. So spent many few minutes really, having a look over the sprues in my hotel room. So it's so nice. But I am looking forward to opening this, but I don't feel the need to open it yet. I enjoy, like I said before, I enjoy owning it. I am going to open it, and I might even play it. Who knows? But yeah, I'm not ready to open it yet, so I'm just going to keep it. And I will be picking up a couple of Warhounds when they get released too. I believe they're coming out in a couple of weeks, as of the date of this video at least anyway. And they kind of come in packs of 2. And again, because we've got the Warhound up there, why wouldn't you buy Warhounds in miniature? So anyway, so that's pretty much it. So that's it. That's my painting life at the moment. Just again, say finishing off Mortarion, doing the Demon Prince of Nurgle, maybe not next, but we'll get him done, and then moving on to Death Guard. As I paint Death Guard, I'll sort of paint some Deathwatch stuff too, just to get it finished, and you know, to get everything I've got painted. And then I think I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to not have anything to paint. So stuff like this, stuff like this. So this is Space Hulk and Dreadfleet. If you scour the the annals, or sorry, the history of my channel, you'll find a playlist, I think, on the Dreadfleet ships. I started painting them. I think I painted through 2 or 3. And they are still sat there waiting to be painted. And I will paint them one day. And I will paint Space Hulk one day. And I will paint Abdectus Titanicus one day. But is it today? Is today that day? Probably not. But like I say, really engaged, really kind of inspired about painting what I've got. Really kind of excited about it. So that's my little hobby life experience at the moment. So let me know how you're getting on with your hobby. What have you got? What's your pile of stuff to paint and build looking like? Mine is not very shameful at all, and I can, you know, I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. I'm quite, you know, and there's a few little bits on the side. I don't know, a bit of Spectre Ops and a bit of Project Z and, you know, stuff like that. But at the moment, I'm really enjoying painting 30k. I'm really kind of excited about that stuff. So all the other stuff's kind of, you know, kind of floating in the background, really. I'm not feeling the urge to paint anything else. Excuse me. So that's it for this one, guys. This one's been a long video, but I hope you've enjoyed having a look at what I'm painting next and what I've got. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.